Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our next episode of the Outer World Spacer's Choice Edition. We are in outer space. Alright, what was I doing here? Something with my computer. Messages. Oh, search term. Sam. That's what we were doing. First SAM result. Do not forget, you found a discarded sanitation and maintenance automechanical in Emerald Vale scrap heap during your last job. It should not be too difficult to get it up and running. With a few key modifications, I can envision a combat-capable variant. Some might say a clean, mean killing machine. Should be fun. A.H. I think that's Alex Hawthorne. Removal of factory standard part Suds Steeper was successful. Delivery of combat modified replacement part Acid Steeper has been delayed. Progress setback is estimated now to be a solid 3 months. Not that I have more pressing matters to attend to, but I do. Third SAM results. I'm giving up hope on the delivery. The part is lost in transit and it's not turning up anytime soon. But good news. I heard from a fellow who knows a gal, who knows the broker, who overcharged me on the information regarding the location of an acid steeper I can filch. The part was sent to an old abandoned storage facility in Roseway. I never thought I'd go back to that pit. Good thing Auntie, I think that's Auntie Cleo, abandoned it years ago. I'll pick it up following this next pit stop back to Emerald Vale. Wells wants me to chaperone some person of interest. Details to come later. Alright, well that's all of that stuff. Let's look at his messages while we're in here. Unread messages. From you, Bedford. Oh boy. I forgot to mention my previous message, silly me. I'm mailing you a copy of my favorite serial, The Space Adventures of Singularity Steel. It's about a dashing space pirate with a heart of, well, steel. It's not exactly board approved, so don't you go showing it around to your spacer buddies. I hope it will amuse you while you're out adventuring. Any similarity to a certain someone are entirely intentional. Udom. Udom Bedford is kind of a little man crush on Alex Hawthorne, I think. Oh, whoops, I forgot to read the other messages. They're all from Udom Bedford. Can't tell you how pleased I am to finally hear from you. Your message was hilarious. I'm delighted by your sense of humor and the tale of your hijinks. I hope your terminal will cooperate for the foreseeable future. By the by, I was scraping Groundbreaker's comms network for tasty little tidbits, and I noticed you declined to dock at Edgewater's landing pad, and instead touched down in the wilderness. You rugged individualist, you. I only pray that idiot Thompson wasn't giving you any trouble. Anyway, I hope your meeting on Terra 2 proves fruitful, and I look forward to corresponding with greater regularity. Yeah, totally a man crushed. Your best friend, Udom. Oh boy, look at this. Hello? Alex, I don't know where you were raised, but I hazard to guess it may have been a barn, because anyone with even a modicum of decent rearing would know it's unforgivably rude to ignore the ardent. Ardent? For those of you who don't know what ardent means, that's the kind of thing like you ardently care about your wife or girlfriend or something. Sincere message of one friend's best Udom, please respond. Checking in. Hello, I hope this finds you well. It was a pleasure to see you in my office again last week. Once again, I'm terribly sorry about the impounding mix-up. How could it have happened a second time? Terminal these days, I swear, dreadfully unreliable. Aha, just like your ship. I hope you've given some thought to that thing we discussed, about the Wells fellow. I'm sorry to press, but I have the strangest tickling feeling that you really do know him. And if you could just tell me where he is, well, that would be marvelous for our friendship, wouldn't it? Looking forward to see you again, wingman. Your dear friend Udam. I think I'm getting the tone from these one-sided emails that Hawthorne has been putting up with this guy because he doesn't want his ship impounded. Other than temporarily. Dear pleasure, hello. Dear Alex, hello, Udam here. Udam Bedford. We met when I accidentally impounded your ship. My silly fat fingers embarrassing me once again. I hope that wasn't too terribly inconvenient for you. It was such a pleasure for me. And I tremendously appreciate your forbearance in not throttling me. You really are quite the gentleman. If you're ever in Groundbreaker's airspace, well, space, please don't hesitate to look me up. The Lost Hope serves Spectrum vodka. Perhaps we could try every color? You know, really tie one on? Let me know your new friend Udam. So we went from new friend to like best friend in like 2 emails. Alright, maybe it's not like a sexual thing, but maybe that he's just bored stiff and he really, really wants to, I don't know, enhance his life by feeling cooler, by hanging out with somebody who's cool. I don't know. Ardent, though, that's a... I don't know, that makes me think he might be an interest of a different kind. Alright, let's look at our journal here. Blah, blah, blah. We got to go to Groundbreaker to talk to Gladys. Roseway. Where is Roseway? Is Roseway... It's not in Emerald Vale. Oh, look, Vicar Max. He has a shotgun. And a telescoping staff. We'll give him the shock stick instead. I'm fine with the shotgun for him for now. Definitely got to give him some better armor. Alright, perk point. We'll take the boost to hack skill. Can we get another skill? He said he played tossball a lot, so we're gonna do melee damage next. This is medium mixed aggressive. What does Parvati say? Close melee aggressive. A shotgun really isn't a medium distance weapon. Alright, the empty man security terminal on the Groundbreaker. Alright, so we're gonna go to the Groundbreaker. Then I guess we'll figure out where Roseway is after that. Oh, I know what I can do. We'll select it, and then we'll go look at the space map. And nothing is lit up. And there's no planet called Roseway. I don't know, maybe right there. No. Yep. Alright, I don't know what to think. Oh, thanks, buddy, for telling me how to read a map. Alright. Let's hit that. And see how we have an arrow now. Let's head to the Groundbreaker.
We've arrived at the Groundbreaker.
Thanks a lot, Toots. Alright, we're here at the Groundbreaker.
Can we talk?
Oh, yes.
Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson.
What about her?
I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff.
Are you asking to leave my crew and join hers?
Gosh, no, Captain. I aim to stay so long as I'm welcome. I figured Junlei and I could confabulate over wireless or by message. And maybe when we put into Groundbreaker, I could stop by to visit her sometimes. But only when you don't need me with you.
Alright, we can head over to engineering now.
Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time. Did you want to talk about something else?
No, you wanted to talk to me. Alright. Let's get out here. And we've got Parvati and we've got Vikramax. Why is Parvati not in her uniform? Did I select both of them? I hope so. I guess we'll find out in about 10 seconds. There's Parvati. Let's go get Vikramax. Why isn't she in her uniform? Her armor. Alright, let's Oh. Because her armor is better than my armor? His armor, on the other hand, is not better than my armor. Alright, so we'll do that. There we go. Now they're both selected. Look at that. Miracle on the frontier. Deserters forced to return by heroic stranger. There's... Oh, there he is. Alright.
Captain. Hey, Captain. I'm in space. I never thought I'd be able to say that.
Alright. You gotta act like you've been here before.
That's not the point. This halfwit just knocked out one of my workers.
Yeah, with a tossball stick. I heard you the first time. There weren't any witnesses.
No witnesses. He's not even denying it.
Jackass had it coming.
Shut it, Felix. You're not making this any better.
You get cute with me again, you little back bay brat, I will toss you out an airlock.
This is the Groundbreaker, not Byzantium. You ain't the law here. I am. Now move along.
I don't have time for this. Need a trick.
So Mardets look like they're the security on this ship. Alright, Dead or Alive. Phineas Wells. Boy's on there twice. And McRed.
Customs and inspection, right this way.
Hello.
Identification, please.
We'll just give him Hawthorne's ID.
Captain Hawthorne, you said. Let me apologize in advance. I'm about to ruin your day. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
But we've hardly been out of Edgewater long enough to get in trouble.
Well, isn't this wonderful? The captain's done something to get on the board's bad side.
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably.
How do I get this resolved?
You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. Can't miss it.
Does it also smell like a commode? I take it this happens a lot.
Just the opposite. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations here.
Surely this must be some sort of mix-up.
They must have a real big bee in their bonnets, then. Everyone knows you don't trifle with Groundbreaker if you want to get your goods on time.
If I had to take a guess as to why, you probably riled up the wrong petty board bureaucrat. A man named Udom Bedford.
Great. I'll go talk to him and straighten this out.
You take the starch out of him, well, you won't hear any complaints from me. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor?
Sure.
Wanda Dorset over in sickbay, tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it.
Got it. For shipment?
A handful of SAM cleaning units retrofitted for surgery. I don't know much else. I stopped listening when she started yelling.
Got it.
Much appreciated. Is there anything else I can help you with?
I'm looking for someone named Gladys.
The fence. You'll find her in the rest and go, on your left when you enter the promenade. Make sure you bring an empty belly.
You called her a fence. Can I find a job around here?
Maybe. Most of the shipping traffic in the system passes through Groundbreaker. Every couple of months, we even get a big interstellar freighter. Two biggest operations are the board. That is, Halcyon Holdings and Sublight Salvage. But there are independent operators around the promenade deck. Most of those jobs are going to take you off station, though.
I'm looking for something a little more local.
Commandant Sanita might have a couple of folks she needs killed. Bad folks, I mean. Not regular folks. She'll be at the security desk behind me. Chief Junlei might have an errand needs running. She's all tied up trying to fix our heat problem. You'll find her in engineering.
No kidding? I'd love to get a look at this old girl's innards. I bet they're real twisty and weird. In a good way.
How about something long term?
If you're thinking to make a career here, don't waste your time. Full-time jobs on Groundbreaker tend to be inherited, or go to a fellow crew member's kid. Keep it in the family, you know.
I didn't think there were many independent operators in the system based on the day and a half I've been out of cryostasis.
Relative to the board holdings? Not really. But there's a few with the means to go where they will. They aren't rich, but they aren't likely to look too close at your work history either.
They'd have to go back 100 years in my resume. How does Halcyon Holdings work anyway?
Are you pulling my leg?
I'm new around here. Oh, this is even better. I just want to hear your take on it.
It goes like this. Back on Earth, before the crossing, the powers that be were selling off stakes in distant star systems they thought had potential. A bunch of companies decided to throw in together and form the Halcyon Holdings Corporation, then buy up the rights to this here colony. That group's what we now call the board.
Very interesting. The board runs most of the system, don't they?
Yep. Groundbreaker's the only real independent port. Aside from us, there's just tramp freighters and wildcat miners. Seems like every year the board's offices get bigger and their ships take up more of the landing bays. Haven't seen nearly as many tramp crews this year.
How does the Groundbreaker fit into that?
Groundbreaker was one of the original colony vessels to come over on the crossing, a few years before her sister ship, the Hope. Once everybody been de-thawed and dropped dirt side, the original crew of the Groundbreaker decided they rather liked the spacefaring life. I guess that was the start of our independent spirit. Now, here we are.
So there's actually a boardroom somewhere with all these company heads in it?
Sitting around drinking whiskey and smoking cigars, yeah, probably. Can't say for sure, of course. Doubt I'll ever see the inside of it myself.
Got it.
Glad to help.
What do you know about Sublight Salvage?
They strip the parts from derelict ships and abandoned outposts. There's some that say they make the derelicts and encourage folks to abandon their steads. Sublight gives me the creeps. I've known folks who went to work for them and just vanished. They're on the promenade run by a woman named Lilia Hagen. I'm only telling you so you know to avoid them.
That's all I needed to know about work.
All right.
I'm looking for a drink. Any recommendations?
Most places are on the promenade deck. Big door yonder, straight through security. There's a bar on the starboard side. I got a preference for the Lost Hope myself. Talk to Vera. She'll set you right.
All right.
Need anything else? You let me know. Don't want anyone saying Groundbreaker's not the most hospitable port in the colony.
What can you tell me about Udon Bedford?
He's friendly enough unless you speak ill of the board. Get the sense he doesn't care for Groundbreaker much. Not that he would, being a board man and all. He's our liaison.
So there's tension between Groundbreaker and the board?
They can't abide an independent township, especially not one they gotta depend on. We're the first and last stop out of this colony. All their interstellar freighters come through us. and we skim a few bits off the top in manifest processing fees with every one. Folks around here will bluster that the board hates our freedom, but really, they know we can stop their out-system shipments anytime we like, and that terrifies them.
I don't really know. They could just fly right by you, I guess. Sounds complicated.
Sounds like, yeah. But from where I sit, it's all coming through loud and clear. They got assault cruisers, gunships, and a handful of mining operations at their fingertips. We push them too hard, maybe they decide we'd be better in 10 trillion little pieces. Or they cobble together a new Groundbreaker and put us out of business.
The board wouldn't do that. Would they?
The board is necessary to provide order to the colony. They believe it's their prerogative to overrun you. But whether you allow that is up to you.
It's a tough line to walk, no doubt about that. But we make do all right. So far, anyway.
Thanks for the info.
Sure thing.
See you around.
Be seeing you.
Boy, I thought of something, but I'm going to save it for later. Hopefully I don't forget. Alright, here we are. Here is security. Commander Sanita.
Unless you're here to file an incident report or to inquire about the bounty posting, I must kindly ask you to clear out. The Mardet's offices aren't for leisure time nor loitering.
So, what bounties do you have available?
Got a hot one for you. Captain Gunnar McRed. Just 26 hours old. The posting, that is. Not the criminal. Allegations include several counts of flying under the influence, carrying open alcoholic containers, failure to pay docking fees, resisting arrest, and assaulting not one but 2 officers.
Flying under the influence of illegal substances?
Swerving in the air was more like it. Then he crashed hard into the dock and tumbled out of his ship and fled on foot. Spilled Rizzo's Violet Spectrum vodka all over Officer Hartley. An affront of its own, considering none of us are approved for anything higher than green spectrum.
Well, couldn't he bring out his shirt and get to taste some? Assaulting 2 officers?
Kicked one right in the kneecap while he poked the other in the eyes. McRed's lucky we're too backlogged right now to hunt him down ourselves. But if our resources clear up and we catch him before some contractor does, I fully plan to lock him in ISO with them 2 officers he wounded. Thinking he won't like that one bit.
He might just kick him in the kneecap and poke him in the eyes again. And I can see why he's wanted dead or alive. Not really.
Dreadful, ain't it? Such blatant disregard for order. It's a real problem in the youth these days. It's true enough that he ain't particularly deadly, but the interest on each fine being compounded as they are means he'll be paying with his life insurance. Only way to cover it. Last tip we got pointed toward the back bays. You want the reward? Do the legwork.
Oh. I'll think about it.
Suit yourself. Not everyone's cut out for detective work and so forth. I understand.
Alright, I know Dicker Max needs to get in there. That's what that's talking about.
This is it. Security. I can check the departures registry to find out which crew the Scholar shipped in and out with.
Hey, dumb fuck. How about you tell me that while we're not standing right in front of the commander and the window where she can hear everything you say right through it? How about that? Anyway, we need to find a disguise, so... Ooh, I love mag picks. There's too many people watching. Like that Mardet right there.
Try
Alright.
not to be distracted by the glare of the adverts. Lots of unsavory types about.
This is a big ship. Oh, we gotta go. The Gladys is there. Udon Bedford is there. That Marta isn't even wearing a helmet. You taking a break?
Hey.
I guess you are. Well, let's go clear up this nonsense with our ship. I know that Udon Bedford likes to accidentally impound our ship because he's friendly with the captain. Perhaps in a way the captain isn't interested in. But that being as it may, we have to go there and see him. So
Go back to Byzantium, you gold-plated bastards.
Yeah, no one wants you on Groundbreaker.
These stairs are board property. Disperse now, or I'll detain you for trespassing.
Oh, real scary. You're really gonna arrest us on our station?
Yeah, this is Chief Junlei's ship. You don't own shit here.
Step back! I'm required by board bylaws to use excessive force.
The Mardettes would space you for trying, you waste of O2 scrubbers.
Yeah, O2 scrubbers.
Look, just get out of here before I tell your captain what you've been getting up to on the clock.
Ah, whatever. We got a date at the Lost Hope anyway.
Is this really what you want to be doing with your life, Marcy? Guarding stairs for that walking mustache Udon fucking Bedford? I gotta get off this detail.
do you want to join my crew?
Got my sights on you.
In a good way?
Ah, the board. Organized, efficient, competent. Well, mostly.
Following story.
I think everything in here is worth more than I made in my whole life.
And other travelers that passage to Monarch is restricted for your protection.
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. You must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he. Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer?
Alex is dead.
Oh no, this is terrible. My dear friend, what devilry is this? In whose miserable fever dream am I trapped?
I'm sorry for your loss.
Oh, Alex. There were so many arguments we'd yet to have.
Here's a loaded question. What was your relationship with him?
He was my dearest friend. My only friend.
Aha!
You have his ship, you must know. That picture of us on the promenade, me hugging him wincing. I keep a copy beside my bed. Did he?
Yes, and it was covered with many stains.
Ah, that's just like him. Such a sentimental man. Tell me, how did he die?
He was eaten alive by feral canids.
No! How dreadful. That was always Alex's greatest fear, you know. Devoured by those fiends. Becoming one with their droppings.
So about my ship?
Fine. You're free to go. I've removed the impound order on your ship. But before you go, I did have one request.
Yes?
Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Wells might be? Anything at all?
Well, truthfully, Alex did not ever mention Phineas Wells.
That's... well, that's just terrible news. Law, what am I going to do now? The board will have my head. Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional of me. Is there anything else I might help you with?
What's this about the board having your head?
It's personal business, I'm afraid. Miserably, terribly personal.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Information on the whereabouts of Phineas Wells would go a long way. It's my white whale, I suppose.
I can't tell you where Wells is.
It's fine. Really, it's perfectly fine. I understand. Now, if you've nothing else, please see yourself out. I'd like to drown myself in work.
We're leaving. Alright. So we only lied a couple times about little stuff. We leveled up. What am I going to put my points into? Well, we now have 40 in heavy weapons. I think I should put it into tech. I don't know why I said that. I just thought I should. Alright, let's look at our perks. 50 XP, percent XP from companion kills. Let's do that. Alright, I felt it was important to get 40% in heavy weapons. Increases critical damage. Alright, so we saw Udon Bedford and the Bedford. We saw Udon Bedford. Let's go help out Parvati by introducing her.
This man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local war embassy.
Never heard of him. This guy is called Greasy, and he works at Auntie's Kitchen. Hello, Greasy.
Hearty greeting, potential customer. Welcome to Auntie's Kitchen, a home-style consumable protein dispensary. May this unit dispense proteins for your ingestion.
Let's see what you got.
Beginning dispensing sequence. Please unblock all relevant facial protein ingestion tubes.
What? I don't have any facial protein ingestion tubes. Tomato flavored paste. I'm not gonna eat that because I don't like tomatoes. Bag of tobaccorn ears. 1 kilogram of tobaccorn. Tripicale pasta pack. And pipe patch. A dermal nicotine delivery system which reduces weapon spread and sway unless you run out of nicotine. Alright. We've discovered the promenade. Oh boy, it is hot in here. I can see the heat waves coming off the ground there.
Those XF411s? And an old Yakita 37? You think they'd let me peek at the power plant?
Only if you take your clothes off.
Thought there'd be more machinery. Must be housed on a sub-level.
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors.
I'm captain of the Unreliable, recently unshackled from Groundbreaker's impound.
Good for you. Hope you scared some sense into those bureaucrats giving you trouble. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting.
I'll try not to start any fights, but I might have to end some. We'll just play along. We'll salute. Copy that, Chief.
At ease. Nice to see an outsider with some working brain cells. So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer's just passing through.
Now that my ship's out of impound, I can safely say I'm headed for Monarch.
Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe someone in the promenade can get you the right weapon for the job. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different, so welcome aboard.
Seems kind of warm in here. What's going on?
Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping superheated air into my ship.
I'm sure your capable staff can stay ahead of the problem.
My engineers have managed to keep the heat to livable levels, but all the fixes are temporary. This wound is bound to fester. Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them swindle me into a corner.
Is there no room for compromise?
None. Every time I give in to the board, Groundbreaker loses its freedom. Soon there won't be anything left. I can't allow that. The board isn't helping, and my resources are spread thin. If I don't get those radiators back online, Groundbreaker, everyone aboard, will be cooked alive.
You need a contractor to work this out. I'm available for a reasonable rate.
Reasonable, huh? That's the best news I've heard all day. According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays.
The back bays. Am I supposed to know where that is?
Sorry, I forget not everyone knows this ship like I do. The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned and a haven for miscreants now.
Have you tried sending anyone else down there to get the parts?
I have. One of my engineers, plus a small security detail. They didn't come back. I can't afford to lose any Mardits on this job. No offense, but a freelancer like you is more dispensable.
None taken.
Nice and pragmatic. Thanks for understanding.
Blah, blah, blah. I'll talk this over with my crew and get back to you.
I think you did the rightest thing you could sending the power back to Edgewater. A lot of people would have suffered otherwise. People
We
I
are
care
not.
for, even if they ain't care much for me.
We're not talking about Edgewater, Parvati.
Yes, you caught me ruminating again. Guilty as charged.
Just
what's occupying your thoughts?
Just don't ruminate down my leg. Alright, okay, where's this lady?
What can I do for you, Captain?
Her face got dirtier in like 2 minutes. Parvati, you wanted to talk to Junlei. Go ahead.
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
We'll just nudge her.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if... Well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
We'll silently encourage her.
Wow, great. I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said...
Oh, God.
Sorry. I like it. Honest. Sorry.
We'll whisper. Nice job, Parvati.
Couldn't have done it without your moral support, Captain.
Now, if there's nothing else, there are other parts of the ship begging for my attention.
Alright, that's it. We can ask that other stuff later.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Do you have what it takes to defend your corporate township from the dangers of alien wildlife and the unemployed? Talk to your local manager about applying for military training and lend your life to protecting our wonderful brands and products. Military service does not guarantee full employment rights, tax breaks, military discount, health benefits, military burial, participation medal, training, or weapon. This has been Halcyon News, your only source for news in the Halcyon colony.
Alright, now that we heard that funny advertisement, I don't know, maybe there's some kind of thing going on there between Parvati and Junlei. We will try to salvage some radiator parts. Ow. Why is it sending me back that way? Let me look at the... Sorry, I keep hitting the wrong button. I guess the way we get there is down over here. Back into the normal temperature part of the ship. Let's just cut a hole in the side. Let some of that cool space air in. Hey, that guy's Captain McRed. We could go in there guns blazing.
Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company? A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Back away now, or you'll parley with the king.
I want to parlay with the king. Hello?
Look at this ripe piece of meat just sizzling on the grill. Yum, yum. Time to feed the flames. It's nothing personal. Promise.
Is this what carbon monoxide poisoning looks like? I don't think this deck is too well ventilated.
Speaking for myself, Captain, I am not of a mind to be murdered by a psychopath who plays with fire.
You came with the crew. Welcome. We got plenty of space to spread out, but only room for one captain.
We will use a persuade and say, put that down before you incinerate the entire deck.
I know this ain't a toy, neighbor from above. It's a catalyst, just like me. Keep talking. I like the sound of your voice.
I'm just here for some parts. Junlei sent me.
That's right, sir. Just the parts. We'll be in and out in a jiff. You won't even know we were here.
Tennyson just keeps feeding the furnace, don't she? We're still playing with her last sacrifice out back, with the crew.
What are you doing to that poor engineer?
We were just sitting in a circle, sucking down exhaust fumes and toasting to the memory of our brain cells. Making this broken angel fly again.
So I can grab that part then?
You don't just ask a king for a favor when you're standing in his court. You bring tribute, sacrifices, prophecy, shit like that.
Those parts are leaking deadly toxins. I'll just come back after you're dead.
Under its skin, this ship is all poison and darkness. Lead bones, asbestos muscle. Maybe you're right. You've got the run of the kingdom. Up those stairs, you'll find the parts. My crew won't get in your way.
There was something else.
Lay it on me, boss. I'm good for it.
How did you end up back here?
Ship got impounded. The crew and I racked up a debt while we were grounded, and my baby got sold to Sublight. Scrapped for parts. That's bureaucracy for you. Piracy with a smile.
Alright. Sounds a lot like what happened to me.
Am I your dark reflection? Shit, must be getting old. Stay here too long, and the Groundbreaker drains you like a fuel tank.
Be seeing you.
You can come and go in my little kingdom. Just try not to piss off any of the gestures.
Why can't we get that guy in our crew? He's got a flamethrower.
Smells kind of like old Bess's outflow pipes.
The good stuff. I've been tripping for days.
Careful with that shit. You'll end up as crazy as he is.
Ooh, scrap mechanical.
Crazy cosmos. Crazy cosmos.
Hello, Private Letty Dixon.
You're the first person I've seen who talked their way past McRed. It may not sound like much, but take my word for it. Wow.
You didn't see me talk my way past anyone because you were below deck in a closed room. I came to grab some radiator parts. Engineering could use your help installing them.
I'll get back to my post. See you topside, stranger.
And they're just gonna let her leave. Whatever. If I stand here, will I turn into a robot? Alright, that is not the way to get to the parts. Is this the way to get to the parts?
Can you imagine being frozen for 10 years, sailing through space in a room such as this?
No, but I can imagine being frozen for 70 years, being sealed in space in a room like this. Look, there's one bed.
Did you get that automech patch? McRed wants it up and running.
I'm trying to think of a good name before I wake it up.
Don't give it a name. What are you thinking?
Alright. Oh, I think this is the right way.
We got another complaint. People don't like worms in their shrooms.
Aw, they're just tilling the soil. Besides, they're my
Hello,
friends.
combat drone.
Screwing with her bottom line.
I don't. Junior mycologist log. When I settled on Groundbreaker, I thought this would be my gateway to the stars, the beginning of my epic tale as a spacer. Now I grow shrooms for a bunch of outlaws, not even for selling. They just eat the damn things by the handful. Some of the crew have been tripping for weeks. I suppose it could be worse. I heard a sublight contractor who got dissolved in chemicals and flushed down waste treatment for stealing from Lilia. Now McReady's always happy to see me, calls me his fungus lad. McRed just set a man on fire for having his laces undone. Shit. Maybe I need to be more careful about what I'm growing. Ought to find something that calms him down. Time to experiment. That's interesting. There's one of them worms. Alright, I guess these aren't where the parts are at. And they won't get us to where the parts are at. Which is why I went up there. I thought it was maybe like it'll go over or something. Alright, here's a ladder. What is that? I don't want to get accused of stealing. So if it's like this, I'll take it, but that's it. Oh, what is this? So I guess you could have shined them on and then snuck around the back here. Let's go up the ladder. I guess the ladder is if you don't have the ability to unlock the door.
Bullshit! Wake up. There's no such thing as pizza. It's all open-faced pasta.
You've been getting into the boss's special stash again, haven't you?
Fantastic, we've got them. Now we can move on to cleaner pastures.
Alright, we're not going to steal anything. I don't want these guys to get hostile. Can I fix the mechanical? No. I want to, though. Alright, so we got the parts. As I knock my headphones off my head. That guy's dead. Nope. Oh, you close the doors right when I get here. Really?
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt.
You've returned, and in one piece. Color me impressed.
I got the parts for the radiators. What now?
Good work. I'll take those. I need you to head through the large door at the far end of engineering. Take the elevator down into the machinery shaft. There's a terminal in the back. Activate it when I call over the ship's PA. And bring weapons. There's a slight mantipillar infestation.
Define slight.
More than a few. Less than a hive. Nothing you can't handle. We were salvaging parts from a ship. Turned out there were eggs inside. They got into the radiators, and here we are.
I got your parts. Why do I have to go to some maintenance shaft?
If every repair was a one-woman job, I wouldn't need an engineering team. As it is, my staff is busy keeping the station from melting down. You can flip a switch for me, but you can't install these parts. Not quickly, at least. Not on the first try. Able, though, you've proven to be.
I guess I'll make my way down there.
Don't worry, Miss Junlei. We'll be super gentle with the ship. You don't got a thing to worry about. I mean, aside from fires and such.
I'm genuinely heartened to hear that. Thank you.
Whatever. All right. Into another elevator.
The controls are in the back of the machinery shaft area. Keep clear of the radiators.
Archive logs and transmissions. Arrival confirmation. Blah, blah, blah. Chief Guiying. This is Groundbreaker arrived at the Grange plant. A stern reminder, Chief Guiying. Unsavory elements. Alright. And return to route. So that must be her grandmother or father or whatever.
Here they come.
I can't see!
That's the last of them.
Alright, I was not going to waste bullets on bugs. Alright.
Good news? Song tells me the security mechanicals booted up and killed a bunch of mantis. Bad news. Diagnostic says their circuit boards are fused from the heat, so they're not too picky about who they kill next. Sneak past if you can. Shoot back if you can.
Was that woman talking? I didn't pay attention to anything she said. Except we're dealing with robots now. And robots love being shocked to death.
Here they come!
Nice hit! Nice kill!
I'm ready for this.
By the law, we are unstoppable. Incoming!
Who? I think we came in this way. Is she fighting someone? How did they get down there? Oh, they...
Someone cover Ms. Holcomb!
Nice hit! That's the last of them.
Miss Holcomb, what were you just doing? Were you providing aid and comfort to the robotic enemy?
That's the terminal. I have the parts in position on my side. Go ahead and cycle the droplet pump.
Cycle droplet pumps. Alright, logs cobbled together. Junlei is saying the stuff is cobbled together. Old problems. She found some of Chief Gang's old schematics. Layout of a hangar. Alright, well, interesting.
The temperatures are dropping. Stop by once you found your way out of there. Groundbreaker owes you thanks.
What is, what's in here? Oh. Do we come down here? What is a manta plasma gland? Oh, the green made it look like it was a radiator or something. I think this is the way out over here.
Hey, Mr. Vicar. Do you ever get a little bit homesick for Edgewater? For that ocean stink?
No, I do not.
You're supposed to say yes and go on to explain why. I just want to have a conversation.
Of course you do.
Alright,
This is Halcyon News.
let's see if our equipment needs any repairs, which it does. We're in the wrong screen. Oh, let's do that. Alright, do we want to modify anything? No, they're already modified. We'll leave that alone.
Interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Remember Auntie Cleo? Because
My boards are returning to green. What a weight that is off my shoulders. I don't normally tolerate outsiders mucking about in my station's guts, but you're all right. The temperature should be dropping as we speak. I'll see to it the crew knows who kept us all from boiling alive. If you've got time, I believe Edna has a comms issue that could use your attention. I've also authorized Doc and Furu to sell you our premium meds.
Alright, we'll be on our way. I don't want to ask those other questions. We got about 3,000 credits, some goggles, and some rep. Let's look at the goggles. Plus 15 engineering, minus 1 perception. Nice. Alright. What am I not going to use? Yeah, I'm not using pistols, so I don't need that bolt or pistol. Alright. Groundbreaker are now agreeable. That is an ungainly way to say our reputation improved. Spratwurst. Is that a tail at the end? That is awesome. Alright. Well, we got 2,000 or 200 XP for discovering the Spratwurst vendor.
It's unbelievable how good it is.
I'm not going anywhere, you hear?
Alright, well, that has been really interesting. Being on the inside of Groundbreaker and seeing all the stuff. But that's going to be it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you join me next time. Don't forget to hit that like button or leave a comment down below. And we will talk to Gladys the Fence next time we come back on the Outer Worlds. Thanks for watching.